The Solana Gaming Supercycle has arrived. Only the strongest players will carve their name in history on-chain. More than 30 legendary games await, each a battlefield, each a chance to rise. It's time to prove yourself in the arena. Join now.
Yo, GM, we are live, we are back. It's Monday. We're here with PrimeSkill. About to find out whether there's skills behind PrimeSkill. You know what I'm saying? Dimi, what's up, man? How are you? What's going on? Tell me, 30 seconds, Web 2, what PrimeSkill is, man.
Hey guys, hey, it's Stevie from PrimeSkill, founder here. Yeah, so Web 2. So think of this as Call of Duty or Counter-Strike, but essentially you buy in like a poker game, you wager in on other players, you kill a player, take a bit of his money, he kills you, take a bit of their money. And how it works is at the end of the game, the winnings are distributed by the magical stuff on the back end, i.e. the smart contract. And you can purchase like cool tools and loot on the secondary markets and purchase loot boxes, open them up, and you'll have some cool stuff in there. You can keep those or you can sell them.
Killer. Now, pre-alpha, like that's the stage we're in right now. So we all kind of make sure we set the tone so that the viewers know we're releasing soon, right? Was that the plan?
We plan to release this year, yes. We've been working on this game for a little over a year now, and it's come a long way from its conceptual stage to what it is now. And we're really excited to get this out. At the moment, we're working on the back-end anti-cheat and a lot of the server infrastructure, the friend infrastructure. So right now, what I'll be showcasing won't have the friend infrastructure and lobby system, but that's coming very soon. We'll showcase it on the Discord. And it's very important for release so people can easily play with their friends. But all of the core game is there, which we'll show on the stream today. And I hope you guys like it. And we aim to release this year.
What do you think are like some of the key features that you're like definitely coming across to partners like that are just unique with PrimeSkill? Like that, what are those things that you want to like even tell us as like first time seeing the game, like things that like, yeah, man, from your experience playing other games that you just like wish they had, but they don't, you know?
Well, I'll talk about this at a very high level. So we have a multi-layered anti-cheat system that includes a kernel-level anti-cheat, traditional kernel-level anti-cheat, which is used by many games today to prevent cheating. But also we're using a different AI anti-cheat as well on the back end. And what that'll allow us to do is it's not only prevent cheating, I can't go into too much detail how it does that, but also allows us to build player profiles and segment players into different like category rankings, so we can ensure players have matched with equal or near equal skill. So we can prevent like esports guys from essentially dominating all of the noobs that come in.
So what do you think? Like, talk to us a little bit about the game modes and like what is the game modes that we're gonna be able to have, and like what is the future gonna hold?
Yes. So initially, we're having a 5v5 team deathmatch mode. So this is like a traditional team deathmatch. You come in, you fight against the other team, you capture the objectives, and you win the game, right? We'll also have like a rush sort of mode for like a battlefield where there's different objectives along the line, and you go through those, and you either arm the MCOM or do other little things. And also we'll have a 12-person free-for-all as well. So we'll have essentially like a extraction mode, and it's 12-person, and it'll be fairly quick. With 12 people, it wouldn't take that long. And essentially what happens is buy-in with that as well, and the top 3 players get rewarded.
Okay, so like, maybe help me understand. Do you are gonna have tournaments? Like, is that like something like where you think like this is the next path? And like, because again, I think one of the beauties of blockchain has been that the tournaments and ways tournaments are done are always kind of what blockchain is able to offer, like even further, right? Especially with payments, but also just getting transparency behind it. Are you looking at it that way as well?
Yes. So we do plan to host tournaments, and that kind of ties into the core of Wager Tech. And this is the underlying software that we're building. We plan to release as a white label solution across the board. It can be used with any other game, but we're showcasing it and testing it in our initial game, which is here, Front Strike. So we plan to integrate tournaments into our ecosystem and have it so anybody can essentially spin up a tournament or like clan wars or guild wars and these sorts of things. And it's very easy to use.
All right, well, man, like, dude, you got us waiting. We're in the character loading phase. Tell us, like, show us. Yeah, man, walk us through the game.
Okay, cool. 1 second. So here's just the like the loading screen or the lobby. Right now, it does, as I said, it doesn't have the friend system, but it's a little bit bare bones at the moment. You obviously have your Solana wallet here, like settings, change your settings. And here's the different operators and where you select your kit. So there's 5 different factions in the game. Just a little bit of lore of the game. So essentially, NATO falls apart, and then there's these 5 geopolitical factions, one led by the United States with the UK and other Anglospheric countries and some allies. There's like a European faction. There's a Russian-led faction, there's a Chinese-led faction, and there's a Japanese-led faction. So right now we have about 10, 11 operators in the game. We plan on having 48 by the game's completion. And you can play as all these different guys, like South Korea, Japan, China, Germany, whatever. So here you select your character. You can select your weapon. So there's all different kinds of weapons. There's different assault rifles. There's sniper rifles, there's SMGs, shotguns, all that good stuff. And there'll also be weapon pickups around the map, different pistols. Right now, there's only a primary fragmentation grenade, but we'll be having special grenades as well, such as flashbangs and smoke. So once you select your character, you can go in and enter the battlefield. We're not going to play the wagering version of the game. We're going to play the normal version of the game. So let me just message QA to get on the game.
I love it. Hey, what inspired you to get PrimeSkill going? Like, what was the thing for you that, like, playing all these type of games and mentioning, the Call of Duty and Counter Strikes?
Yeah. So 1 second. 1 second. Let me turn down the sound. 1 second. It's a little loud.
Oh, no problem.
1 second. Yeah. So a lot of these different games are out at the moment with, like first-person shooters. And I was just thinking with a friend, we were thinking, like, what kind of games can we essentially bring to the market that would be interesting for crypto? And we saw that there's nothing currently in the market like this, like a more mature, like military-style shooter. Sorry, it's still really loud. 1 second.
You might just have to mute it.
Yeah, it's really loud. 1 second. Let me turn it down at Windows. As you can see, it is a pre-alpha, so there are bugs. 1 second. Let's see. Let's just turn this down here. Okay. Let me just have QA rejoin as well.
Getting the first look, man.
Cool. So we're in the game now. Okay, so the other play is there. Sorry, let me just ask the other person to join.
Oh, I think there's somebody there, man.
Yeah, I got him. So you see how it works is there's a when you kill somebody, you earn a bit of their money. When they kill you, they earn a bit of your money. So we're just running around here. There's some dynamic ads that'll be in the game as well. You can see there's like a Bitcoin ad here.
How big is the map?
So it's like a standard sort of 5v5 map that you would find on like Counter-Strike or Call of Duty. It's not too big. It's not too small. It's just right for the game.
Okay. And where will this be available? Like Epic Games, Steam? Is that where you're aiming for?
Yeah, I'm aiming to have this game out on Epic Games, on some other like Web3 launchers such as Immutable.
Understood.
But also we have our own integrated launcher as well. So I just got injured.
Run for your life. I think my question for you is, so definitely like seeing the Asian inspired map here, right?
Yes.
Which I love. Give us some art. Give us a little bit of the background on the art and what inspired all of this.
Yeah. So I don't know why he's shooting me. We're friendly, but yeah. So this map is inspired by Roppongi in Tokyo. I was in Japan a few years ago, and it's my first time there, and I really liked it. So for the initial version, the initial map in the game is inspired by Tokyo in the central Minato district, and part of the game's lore is essentially North Korea invades Japan. So this is our first initial map in the game. There's also a Dubai map that's further advanced in the works as well, but we're waiting for some additional work on our lighting and rendering for that map. As you can see, some parts of the map are a little bit dark, but we've updated those already, and I'll showcase those on the Twitter. But yeah, all these maps are going to be inspired by real world locations.
When you say you're looking to release at the end of the year, like, are you looking to like do a December like closed alpha, or like how are you, like, what's your like biggest right now like call for the community? Is like, I'm assuming feedback, to give feedback to help keep building, but anything else you guys are really testing right now for the game?
So right now we're testing all of the server infrastructure. We're testing the gameplay and the TTK and the bullet spread and how the game feels to different people. Also the performance of the game. Right now, you can see the game runs fairly well. We're getting solid FPS. But we want to test it across different systems. And right now, we do have a closed alpha pre-test. And we have about 60 people in the group right now. And people come in and join. And they play the game and they give their feedback. We're also giving away $10 for each bug that's found in the game that then we fix in the release. So if people are interested in getting involved with that, they can message us on the Twitter page.
Okay. Well, what do you think? Like, where do you see, like, you mentioned like the wagering and like matchmaking, the skill-based matchmaking. How does it all like work in real time? Like, what's that like for us as a viewer, right? Like, where is the wagering aspect going to be something that like, is it more within the game or also within the community?
So the wagering is done in the game itself. Let me get this guy. I'm kind of crapping my own game. He got me. But no, the wagering is done in the game. So we don't have a third-party wagering like you can wager on other players, like their performance. We'd be looking into that possibly later, but then that falls under a different regulation because this is completely skill-based. It doesn't fall under certain regulations in regards to like gambling and these things in most jurisdictions. But when you add an element of, okay, you're betting on another player, then it opens up another can of worms. So initially, we're not doing that. We're just focusing on the wagering in the game. But we will be looking later to have the wagering on other players.
When you say the wagering, so like the right now you mentioned, hey, you're earning or some of the opponents that you kill. Is there kind of like a max to earn in the game, like, or like so I'm assuming like does somebody have to load up like, hey, a certain amount of credits within the game to be able to play?
Yes. So Initially, you'll have to buy 10 lives. So the minimum buy-in is $5, and each life will be worth 50 cents. So you have to buy a minimum of 10 lives, so that's $5. But you can purchase more lives. The game round lasts 12 minutes, and at the end of the 12 minutes, the winners are then distributed. The winners are then distributed to the different players automatically by the smart contract. So the winnings are essentially limited to how much players during the 12 minutes they deposit into their account when they want to wager against other players.
I get it. Okay, so makes sense. Is there going to be like prize pools for like those that are like the top performers? Like, is that like also going to be something that you guys are looking at?
Yes, there'll be a win to earn aspect as well by just playing the game. You can earn loot boxes, and also you can earn additional bonuses depending on the game mode. So, say for instance, it's like a 12-person free for all. We'll be partnering with other Web3 companies that offer different surprises to essentially market their brand in our game, and you can earn some of those as well.
What are you looking to kind of like take for like NFTs and everything? Is there any that aspect of like owning skins and stuff like that? Like I know you briefly kind of touched it.
Yeah, so definitely 100%. We'll be looking to integrate a loot box system in the game. There'll be a loot box system in the game as well, where you can, same as like Counter-Strike, you can get different items in the loot box, and then you can sell those on the secondary market, and these will all be NFTs.
Where is he? Is he hiding?
I think he's hiding.
Have you ran through the whole map yet or no?
Pretty much, yeah. From end to end, I think it's like a minute, 20 seconds if you run from one end. So this is one corner here. So you see the map's alive. There's like a firefight in the background. There's smoke. There's different decals everywhere.
Are you able to go to higher ground and like jump off the things and stuff like that, or?
So there is a bit of verticality in the map. The Dubai map has more verticality, but you can go up like up here, like up there. You can shoot down to here.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't know if you were like climbing buildings and stuff like that because I saw you look up.
Yeah. So there is a bit of verticality on the map. You can shoot it like across the map in some places. Like here.
Oh, got him. So in the game, you're really kind of starting off with two weapons. Are you able to take the weapons from your opponents?
Yeah, so we're going to be implementing that as well as part of the pickup system. And there'll be special weapons that you can pick up around the map. They're more powerful than the normal weapons you can get on your person.
Any like uniqueness to as the countdown gets closer to zero, like to make the game harder?
No. So right now it's pretty simple. So it's a 5v5 team deathmatch. You want to keep it simple. We don't want to overcomplicate things initially, but that's something we can look at later on. It's like how we can manipulate the game as the game goes on.
Yeah. I know that like a lot of games, you know, as the time gets lower, you know, it starts getting tougher and tougher to survive. So I didn't know if it's gonna get tougher to survive. I think he's coming right around the corner. That's the opponent, right?
Yeah.
Dude, you can't lose on live, man.
I gotta tell these guys to play more shit.
You start using your grenades, man. You're up by 1, right?
I'm up by a few, so I have 5 kills and I have 10 kills and 5 deaths.
Oh, but your team, right? It's team.
Yeah, we're up. Yeah, we're up by 1. It's gotta let me up.
Oh, but you're every time you die and you start over, you're choosing different weapons.
Yes.
Okay. I didn't see that part. Okay, I thought it was like once you load in the game, like the weapon you chose, that was it.
No. You can change it in the game. You can change what you want. I think you can see like there's different weapon skins. There's like a USA skin for this. This is just a third person debug mode of the model that I'm using right here. You see what the model looks like, the different movement and stuff. But here's the gun.
It's actually pretty cool that I mean, I know it's 5 versus 5, but I think 2 versus 2 actually is pretty much more fun than the 5 versus 5. Just because
Yes.
like 5 versus 5, man, you probably like the game is a lot faster and quicker, no?
Yes. Yeah, the game is a lot faster and quicker. So there'll be a 1v1, 2v2, and a 5v5 mode in the game. But the focus is the 5v5. And we won.
That's there you go. Thank God, man.
Yeah, we had
didn't want to showcase you losing on live.
Yeah, we should make sure the losing function works.
Yeah. So DB, like bring us back here. Like play around. Are you able to play around with the black market squad and stuff like that? Team deathmatch and anything else to like showcase? Like maybe I know it's not available, but anything that we could see?
No, not yet. No,
Okay.
that'll be towards the middle of next month is when the lobby system will be implemented. As you can see, there's still quite a few bugs, but you can see that most of the content there is there for the game. We're still working on fixing these different housekeeping items, but yeah, we're looking to have the full game, well, the first version of the game out before Christmas.
So
sorry, go ahead.
Like, how much customization are you able to do on the characters?
So initially there won't be any customization, but as the game goes along, probably towards like the end of Q1 next year, you'll be able to customize the characters a lot more. So
Okay.
you'll be able to change like the different amenities and the different like clothing items on the character, like the gloves. You'll be able to change like the helmet, the night vision, these sorts of things, and you'll be able to trade these customizations on the market as well.
Yeah, man. I mean, the idea of bringing in some custom skins into this, you really start being able to partner up with a lot of Web3 companies.
Oh yeah, we plan on having like little keychains as well on the guns, similar to what you have in Battlefield and Call of Duty. So you'll be able to have like here on the near the mag release, you'll be able to have like a little keychain that could be from like an NFT project. It could be from like a meme coin or whatever. We'll partner with these different guys, and they can essentially supply us with their artwork, and we can have these little 3D models so you can customize it. We want the game to have a more serious tone, though, so don't expect to be running around as like Pepe and these sorts of things. But we do want to implement more of these Web3 native items into the game to give it some Web3 character.
Yeah, no, man. Really, really cool. So, I mean, like, we're less than like a month and a half, maybe, right? Of the actual, like, I mean, December's right around the corner.
Yeah. So it's really right now we're just fixing the bugs, getting the Dubai map out, fixing the fixing a lot of the different server infrastructure, and we're really happy to showcase the game to people. And we've got extremely good feedback. We had a big play test in Paris earlier this year, and a few thousand people played the game, and yeah, people really liked it.
Where should everybody connect with you? Like, should everybody? You mentioned Discord a little bit, but like, what's the social links to make sure that we're all like in tuned here?
So I strongly prefer if people come on the Telegram, but I understand the gamers do prefer Discord. So either or is fine. I'm available on both, and I'll always be around to speak with people if they're interested. Also, follow us on the Twitter page as well. We're really looking for more followers, and if you're interested in joining the playtest, let me know on the Twitter page.
Okay, yeah, definitely. So the Twitter page and then the links for Discord and Telegram are there?
Yes.
Cool. And then if they want to just maybe help you out with feedback and everything, probably just send you a DM, huh?
Yeah, they just send us a DM directly on the X page, and I read all of the DMs, so that's no worries. I'll read the DM.
Awesome, man. What else? Anything else, man? Give us the last final takes, man. Love to hear just one more take from you guys. Like December's launching, 5 versus 5 wagering. the custom NFTs are coming. Q1's got pretty load up on customization, but December really is going to be a big month for you guys to release the alpha, the pre-alpha, and get really this in the hand of gamers. But at the first is very much a kind of like huge open feedback on how do we keep improving the game to bring on more gamers before you start venturing out into the bigger marketing activations.
To be honest, I think we've covered everything. I particularly want this to be easy, simple, and just fun. I don't want to have, as I say, like doing the most, where from what the feedback we've gotten, we have a pretty solid core gameplay loop here. We just want to refine this and just make it so it's perfect. What happens. There's no bugs. There's no issues. There's no performance issues. There's no crashing. Everyone has the same experience across the board, and it's easy for people to understand. There's a lot of replayability. So I think that's pretty much it. We're aiming to get this out by December. Don't hold me to that, but this is what we're aiming for. Is before Christmas, and we're really happy about the progress we've made and showcasing this to different people.
It's the only Christmas gift I want, Dimi, man. Don't mess it up.
Yeah, 100%.
Well, man, appreciate you coming on. Appreciate you giving us a little bit of sneak peek here before it goes out live in a month and a half. Well, I guess in a month and a half, we'll definitely all have to jump in and do the 5 vs 5 and find out who's the king of the Solana gaming Discord / PrimeSkill event.
Yes, 100%.
All right, Dimi, thanks for the time. Make sure you hit the socials, PrimeSkill on X. Go into Telegram, hit the Discord, join them, send them a DM if you want to get involved early, be part of their cohort of giving feedbacks, bugs, also testing the game out. Definitely, I think like that's the beauty of being in Web3 is being able to be early in a lot of these games and help shape the future, right? Like help them be able to get this to market, but get them to market to people that are going to be able to play it without having any of the issues early on. So definitely hop into their Discord or Telegram. Dimi, I'll see you in December then.
Thanks. Thank you very much.
All right, man. Take care. Good to see you. Talk